Wagwan peeps.
Hiya.
Yeah, today we're solving a little problem that we've been having. We're hacking our veg box, which the last couple of weeks has been full of swede and cabbage and a bunch of vegetables that are pretty dead if you don't know what to do with them. So we've been racking our brains trying to figure out what's delicious that we can make, and
We decided to make Cornish pasties, a delicious way for us to enjoy all these root vegetables that, are great because they're organically grown in the UK, but the UK climate does not give us our favourite vegetables over winter. And then at the end of the video, we've even got a little bit of information about the connection between the Cornish pasty and Caribbean history.
yeah, so stay tuned.
Here are our ingredients. We've got mushrooms, lentils, swede, onion, cabbage, leek, garlic, potato and carrot.
We've got 2 cups of spelt flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 6 tablespoons of coconut oil, 60 ml of oat milk. Rub it in with your hands. So now it's all mixed, you form it into a ball. Wrap it up and in the fridge for half an hour. So dice your sweet and potatoes. Finally chop your leek. Finally dice your onion. Little pinch of parsley. Bit of blackened cabbage diced up. Purple carrot diced up. And we've got some charred oyster mushrooms here. Tablespoon of coconut oil in a pan. Heat it up. Add your onions and garlic. And your leeks and parsley. Got a couple chopped dates going in for sweetness. Adding a couple tablespoons of spelt flour just to thicken up the sauce. Add some lentils in, some mushroom and vegetable stock. So simmer down for about 10 minutes, the lentils, and then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. Mushrooms, cabbage, potato and swede, purple carrots.
Here are our ingredients. They've been cooking for a while now. It smells great. The next step is to prepare the pastry.
We split the dough up into 3 just so it warms up a bit quicker, and now it's time to roll it. Finished product. Taste test part. Almost better than a service station lunch, tell you that.
That's really good. So many flavours. It's quite rich and meaty.
There's no meat involved.
Maybe.
Now for a fun little history fact about the pasty. The pasty kind of started its life in the 1300s as an upper class kind of meal, and it was packed then with lots of meat and made with butter, which were things that weren't available to the working class person. And by about 1700 it became more of a commonplace meal around the people of Cornwall and Britain. And when mining happened, it became a staple fixture in the lunchboxes of the miners, and they would take it with them as their packed lunch, kind of as a daily routine. And very often, sometimes half the pasty will be savoury and the other half will be your dessert, and it will be contained in a little case which served the utility of protecting the miner from their grubby hands and the poisonous stuff in the mine.
Yeah, and as legend has it, the pasty was brought over to Jamaica during colonial times and was the precursor to the Jamaican patty. That was sort of a pasty reimagined using Jamaican ingredients and flavours and spices. And there's also a pasty museum in central Mexico in a place called Hidalgo. So you can look at the pasty as a precursor to the empanada as well. However, when we're doing our food research, we always sort of take things with a pinch of salt, as it were, that you can never be certain where a recipe originated from, and that it's quite possible that in multiple locations around the world, this sort of wrapping stuff up in pastry is something that was happening everywhere.
So yeah, that's why we kind of love looking at food, especially using food as a lens to look at history, because through looking at ingredients and how they travel, you get a very interesting kind of narrative and story about how the world was shaped back in the day and the role kind of spices and food plays in different cultures around the world, and it ties us together rather than being a kind of a force to pull us apart. So yeah, it's really interesting once you kind of peel back those layers and use that as your lens.
Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed the video, guys, and we will be back soon with more cookouts and more historical information.
All right, catch you on the other side.
Bye.